Hey, what's going on, everybody? Super Trucker Tim here again. Today I am working on a Ford Ranger. This is a 1996 Ford Ranger, older, and it was running really rough, and a check engine light came on. So I took it down to the local part shop over here to have them check the code. And this is what it says, guys. It's not really specific. It just says cylinder 2 misfire. Okay, and then it gives some recommendations here, and it says wires and spark plug. Now, this may or may not be a good recommendation because it doesn't really give you a lot of information. It just tells you that the piston number 2 is missing. So how do you figure out what you need? So I went ahead and replaced all the spark plugs, and I replaced all the wires, went through, checked all my fluids, and I'm still having trouble. So at that point, guys, you really have to start looking at the electrical system from the motor, because it really, at that point, if it's just one cylinder, it kind of rules out the fuel injection system or the throttle body, because it would just be running rough, period. So I'm going to show you guys how I figured it out and how I figured out what needed to be done. Alright guys, so here's your ignition system right here. It is not very complex at all. You've got a total of 8 wires. You've got 4 on each side of the motor, and you've got 2 pistons on each side of the motor. And you've got 4 wires total for each side, two wires per piston. So I've got 2 running to this piston, 2 running to this piston, and then the same on the other side. So how do I locate piston 2? So I get online and I try to locate piston 2, and the description says passenger side toward the front, which means it's this piston right here, which means the wires I'm looking for are these wires right here toward the front. Now you've got what's called a coil pack. Now this is a coil pack right here, guys, and you've got 1 for each side. You've got 2 coil packs, and your wires from each side run into these coil packs, and that's where your electricity for the motor is distributed, through these coil packs. So now, how do I determine if the coil pack is bad? Pull the coil pack, bam, right there, guys. Bad connection right there. This connector is toast. Not to mention that it's dirty, but the inside isn't really that dirty where the connectors are, and there's plenty of lubrication in there that's conductive lubrication. But the removal is simple, guys. It's 4 bolts in each corner, 1 in each corner, and then you've got 2 prongs on each side of the connector. Suppress those prongs, pull it right off, and then this will come right out. This is a 10-minute job, really, guys. And this is the brand I went with. If you're gonna do electrical work on your car, never go bottom of the barrel. I go middle of the road. And so this one ran me about $90 and fixed the problem, guys. The engine light went off. It's running smoothly, and I tested it. Okay, so my fuel economy is already better. I've got more power, and it just changed this truck, this 96, into a great running truck. This thing's running so smooth like it's brand new. All right, so if you look closely, guys, you just have to move this hose right here that brings air into your motor, pull this out, and then move these cables aside. You've got 4 screws on either side, and your connector is toward the back right here. Super easy job. And this will change your vehicle into a great running vehicle. It'll run smoothly after that, because it's not very complex, guys. The electrical system, it's very simple. You've got your plugs, your wires go to your plugs, the wires go to the coil pack, and then the coil pack has a connector, and that's basically it. And now, before you do anything electrical on your motor, guys, always remove at least 1 terminal. Okay, guys, and upon pulling off my terminal, I noticed that I've got some corrosion from battery acid. So I am going to replace this little grommet here, this felt grommet, and look at that. That's quite a bit of acid. So I will clean this up. I will clean the inside, and the terminal here, and while I'm taking care of business here. So let me get some of this off. You got to have a nice connection. So do this stuff, get this done while your terminal is off. If you run into other things while you're working on your vehicle, there we go, get all that garbage off of there. All right, now we can put some oil on here to counteract the acid's effects on your lead here with the corrosion. I'm going to double down on the grommet and just tighten her up real good. Alright guys, and that's basically it. Terminals are all nice and clean. I've got a really nice electrical current coming from the new coil pack. This thing's running fantastic. Alright, and that's a wrap for the Ford Ranger 96. Electrical issue solved. And we are done for the day. Don't forget guys, if these videos help you out, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks. Super Trucker Tim out. Brr, brr.